I would like to introduce to you Craig Martin. Craig has been a supporter of Love Life Now Foundation and an advocate for victims of domestic violence for some time now. 2.5 years ago, he began the hashtag Save to Support campaign at his company, Cohasset Insurance Agency, sponsoring a different organization's efforts each month. He started working with the South Shore Women's Resource Center and quickly became passionate about the cause of domestic violence. Domestic violence awareness and gender-based violence. As a single father who raised a teenage girl on his own, he felt a deep connection with Love Life Now awareness work that inspired him to become more involved. He is the epitome of what it means to be a Love Life Now White Ribbon Night ambassador, and we are honored to salute him this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to Love Life Now's 2017 White Ribbon Night ambassador, Mr. Craig Martin. Put your hands together, please.
Hello. Thank you. In October, I was asked to speak at a domestic violence event, and my response to them was that I'm really not adequate to do so. And apparently, nobody listens to me. Because here I am, speaking again, and this time I've been given an award, which I am very humbled and honored and grateful to receive. Thank you, Laverne, Jay, Antonio, all the other members of the board. Thank you very much for this award. My daughter Savannah is a junior in college. And the first time that I dropped her off at school, this was up on the lawn. Now, I'm very supportive of the school's efforts to educate young people, both men and women, about the dangers of over-consuming alcohol and how it can leave you vulnerable in a world that isn't always safe. What I'm not supportive of is the obvious victim-blaming imagery in that poster. Some of you know me. Those of you who do know me would be unsurprised to learn that I had something to say. If you fast forward 2 years, the world is upset about the lenient sentence given to Brock Turner after the Stanford rape case. And the term toxic masculinity is creeping into our national vernacular, even though it hasn't really been clearly defined. Savannah School added a seminar for incoming male students where they would talk about that, and the seminar was the subject of an online article. The article itself was snarky and dismissive and poorly written, but there was one young man that they quoted who had a very good point. And his quote was given without any context. I don't know him. I don't know what kind of a place he was coming from when he said this. But that doesn't change the fact that he was completely right. Because during the seminar, they told the students that the 3 most dangerous words a boy can hear when he's growing up are "be a man." And his comment was, if I'm not supposed to be a man, what on earth am I supposed to be? And he's completely correct. Because the solution is not to stop telling boys to be men. The solution is to do a better job of teaching boys what a real man is. I was 20 years old when my son Dan was born, and I was a boy. But that child needed a father, and I needed to be a man. Fortunately, because of the example that my father had set for me, I knew that it was time to walk down that road. And I tripped, and and I stumbled, and I fell a couple of times, but I walked. And as I did so, I never shied away from my traditional male roles of provider and protector. But because of the love with which my mother had raised me, I understood that provider, protector meant an awful lot more than food on the table, roof over the head, lock the door at night. Because of the love that my mother had raised me, I knew that if you wanted to be a provider, you also had to be a nurturer. And I knew that if you wanted to be a protector, you first had to be compassionate. And I knew that if you wanted to be any kind of a man at all, that first and foremost and above all, you had to be kind. And if we raise our boys to be nurturing men, the idea of bringing violence into their relationships would be absurd to them. And if we raise our boys to be compassionate men, the idea that they would be entitled to rape a woman behind a dumpster because she's not able to defend herself would be absurd to them. If we raise our boys to be kind men, the idea that any man could grab a woman by the pussy because he's some half-ass reality show star. Would be vile and reprehensible and utterly absurd to all people, as it already is to those of good moral character. So what the world needs is real men. Men who are not so ignorant and weak that they feel the need to bring violence into their relationships because they don't know the difference between fear and love. The world needs real men. Men who are not so small inside as to be intimidated or threatened by the equality of a woman. It needs real men. Men who are not so obsessed with controlling their own outward displays of emotion out of some paranoia that they might appear feminine, that they then feel the need to control the women they claim to love. The world needs nurturing men and compassionate men and kind men. Because real men have a lot of damn work to do. And I hope I see every man in this room out there doing it. Because I want you.